Guevara at the plate for the first time. He takes the strikes against the right-hander Brandon Stone. Chopper over the mound. Well positioned by Caden Gass last year. All-state at Thompson High School.
Gabe Gross told me before the season started, and there's another hit by pitch. Freilich moves behind the plate, and he's just never stopped hitting.
And there's a base hit. Dumps it out into left field in front of Evan Stone. They're hoping that his bat can start to warm up, and that's chopped over the third baseman. Scobie into left field for a base hit. And the Tigers' lead is 3 as Cade Ballou comes up for the second.
Get first base.
That sets the table for Irish. And that's past the second baseman, Gaskin. Well placed. Series opener at Tennessee last weekend.
Middle of the plate, it might end up being an 8-run inning.
There's a strike. 5-1 Tigers. Lucas Steele
for a pitch to hit.
The pitch is down and in, and this year with the bases loaded. The 1-2 pitch. Up and away, 2-2. Emotional high. Well, so far so good. And this one is lifted again, but also going to get out of play.
Yeah, whatever their schedule says.
Again, the 2-2 wrapped to second. Gaskin, nice pick. He'll flip to second for 1. South Carolina is going to send Gavin Braylon to the plate first here in the 3rd. The number 9 hitter.
A pretty good first inning.
That's true.
You know, I think a lot of it is these guys walking in, and there's Till. You know, if you can roll the lineup over, then all of a sudden here comes Ballou, Irish, McMurray again.
On the year. And that's inside, and so Jackson.
This is their watches.
Kazmar, the transfer from Ohio State, bounding ball to first, pitcher covering. Charges one to center. Coming in, Ballou, he'll put it
right part of the plate, and he gets out there and hooks it to left field. You just got to make a little bit better pitches, hope to get a double play. You're throwing sinkers, good ground ball with one right there. I mean, he got Irish out on a pitch out and gets away with Freilich fouling it back.
Gave up a couple of runs, 6 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts, and only threw 80. 3-1 pitch from Stone, and that's a strike.
A little bit of a run going forward.
Terrell takes off, hit down the line, and that's another base hit as Freilich inning when the Tigers scored 5 times.
Well, he's been a very solid defender, one of the legacy leaders on this team.
Again, shows
looking for a punch out.
Stop his last time at the plate. Extending that hitting streak to 9.
And you start looking at him going, Rembert, Terrell.
Oh my, this is hit high and deep, left center field. Going back, stays hot. He has driven in 5 of the 9.
Now I'm going to get a base hit.
That's called strike 3.
Has made that move a lot easier.
Chopper toward the hole, glove by Bo Hollins in the throw. Another dangerous hitter in this Auburn lineup, Cooper McMurray.
Elected to stay around for another year.
Did base with 2 outs. 2-2 is smashed to right field. For
Gillens, here comes 2 more runs.
Field, a line drive shot for Brandon Stone back in the 2nd inning. Then wrapped into Park. 3-2 and
they really do, and you got it
high and deep. Eric Guevara making a bid. Bob Terrell with an RBI single earlier this inning. Well, the inning mercifully comes to an end as
been rock solid.
South Carolina in an 11 career starts. And confidence.
I am going out there, I am pumping strikes. And he does right there, slider down, gets
Park in Auburn. Second to last weekend of the SEC regular season. And you factor in who they might play at the SEC tournament. I mean, it has been.
Want to be in the top 8.
Ground ball off the bat of Hollins. I think conventional wisdom would tell you that if they can win 4 of their last.
Sandy at Tennessee. So 2 teams in front of them clashing.
Gasket 0 for 1 with a ground out to 3rd. Huge series.
Every weekend is just kind of fun to watch the up and down movement of these top teams.
The walks we've talked about. Breaking ball, foul, 1 and 2. At its resume. Swung on and missed. And
thank you. Hey, Cam Tilley's been really good.
Chase Fralick, one of the freshmen that we were talking about, he's in the box right now, has a couple of hits.
He was coached 30 years in high school.
Pitzer had a pretty good freshman season, went 4-1 with an ERA under 5. Pitch to Chris Rembert. Breaking ball. Ducks under the bat of Rembert.
She's really sweet and nice.
And you're not.
I'm not. That's 12 out of the 16 SEC parks.
Yeah, it juts out the 2-hole. It didn't look good for Ballou, who was hit by a couple of pitches and then went down time with Ballou, the transfer from East Carolina. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's going to get away from Braylon, but
one of the legacy leaders, and he decides going, you know what, I'm already in scoring position, I don't want to take the chance.
Good time, but excellent ball player nonetheless. After driving in a run in the second inning with a single.
Yeah, there'll be a discussion after the game of if they're going to move Saturday's game up. A lot of weather coming. I mean, that's solid. Then a couple years ago, decided to.
Look out! Down the line for Irish. Forget about.
And that's the look that you get out of Ike Irish all the time. He is just excited field by laying it out. And if you get a chance to watch him in person, he will run the hardest 90 feet as well as he hits, as well as he can catch. You know, we're trees as a vocal leader.
This is going to stay in the ballpark.
Couple guys out. You got a chance to move up the ladder, get more opportunities.
South Carolina fans want to harken back to the glory days of those national title runs.
Seasons.
Ground ball to second. Rembert backing off. He's going to get the. Auburn has turned the most.
But 4 in the infield. And then they also got 4 out in the.
Henry Kazmar's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. 3-1 pitch. It's going to get out of play. As the runner goes, and the pitch is upstairs, walked him.
Up. You kind of look through, you have a scouting report, you sit down, and I'm not letting him beat me with what he did in the first inning on a 3-0 slider.
Fralick able to find it.
And the other one by Hall in the first inning to score a run.
In earnest for the first time tonight for Auburn. 1-2 pitch, got him on the breaking ball. He leads off here in the 5th inning in a 15-1 game. Tyler Pitzer continued overall. They scored 15 against Samford back in February, 2 that year. I mean, you're an old man, but I don't even
kind of expected it at the beginning of the season.
Their futility this year. I still think Missouri is. Ground ball to a wide open right side. Guevara's had a. The freshman Bub Terrell. Last year, but wanted to come to Auburn. Chops it foul.
Job, you got 5 innings, you got yourself a W, barring an epic.
Beat the Beavers a couple of weeks later in relief.
I mean, you can see it right there. It's really short, quick to the ball, gets the hands in, you know. One time.
Fabian.
This is just one of those nights where all right, I really miss this game. I don't want to miss any more. Locked in on every pitch, every at-bat. They're on it. Do you give him the 3-0 swing? No, you do not. He gets an RBI walk.
Bub Terrell swings and misses. That is going to do up. Woida to lead it off. The DH 0 for 2. Just 2 hits tonight for South Carolina. Pounding ball to first. McMurray's got it. He'll flip to short.
It's in my little office. I got it, and then actually well below the Mendoza line for GPA.
Gaskin around the baseball community really respected, and he hits, including an RBI double his last time to the plate, comes up again. And he's got another. No, led off the majority of the season, but when his bat cooled off, they put Rembert in the leadoff spot.
That did not get pitched out.
And you got to have a short memory. As swung on and missed. That's a strikeout.
And you want to save some arms, move on to the next day.
He had been away since retiring from LSU.
Yeah, he was shocked. And with the COVID, just have not found a way to break through it.
Right to Klepsch.
You know what? Enjoy it for a little bit, go to sleep, and we'll get back to work tomorrow.
We'll tip at 189 on the year. That's the ball game, folks. And game one